Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We're back in Middle Earth, and last time Miss Marcellene recovered part of the ring of Narchuil, she also talked to Aberdui and discovered the book of heraldry, and now Elrond has asked her to talk to Aragorn about it.
Greetings.
Alas, such a weight King Aberdui must bear. Thank you for your tidings, my friend. When there is more time, we might speak at more length of your meeting.
Greetings.
I thank you again for bringing word of your meeting with the Shade of Aberdui. I hope that his spirit will find rest from its exile. In the meantime, Laerdan has been awaiting news of your efforts. You should go to him and tell him of your adventures. He is in his chambers on the first floor of the last homely house. Go with the good will of all the free people. All right, we will speak more of it later. I wonder if we'll actually, I don't know. I don't know if we ever talk to Aragorn again about it. No matter. Let's head back to the last homely house and talk to Laerdan, who will be, well, I was going to say overjoyed, but not really. After all, Narchuil kind of corrupted his daughter. So he's probably not thrilled that we found it, but it is necessary. And hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. Maybe it's just me, but I just realized how loud the waterfalls are in the game. That's one thing. If they can't change the graphics too much because it costs a ton of money, another thing they could do to improve the game would be to refresh some of the soundscape, like the waterfalls. Make them sound a little more natural. Maybe, I don't know, make the sound of eating a little less obnoxious. That would be nice. Laerdan,
How can I be of service?
at last, the final fragment of Narchuil has been found. I must prepare now to take the ring south. The plans are nearly complete. I was perhaps wrong to wish Narchuil reforged. I see now how dangerous the thing may be. It must be destroyed, and I believe there is but one place where that may be done. It is not far, but I deem it will be dangerous. Foes will assail us from every side, but we must succeed. Neither Morthiel nor Mordrambor must recover it. Farewell for now, Marcellene. And there's a variety of items that we can pick from. Blade of Kiera, or the dagger of Keria. Now, of course, none of that other stuff applies. Oh, vitality. See, while it's very nice, and it does have just a slight bit more DPS, the sword I'm using is actually pretty good. We'll take the blade of Keria. I don't think I'm going to end up using it.
Mind my words, traveler.
Greetings, Marcellene. You have been a great help to me in the past, and now I have need of your aid once more. As you know, we will soon depart for Eregion, but there is much to be done before I leave. First, I would ask you to visit Filig Val Naneth in the Hall of Fire here at Rivendell and request provisions of her. Then I would have you journey to the Isle of Tinadir in Evandom and ask Nat Collop to send my trusted steed back to me. Lastly, I would ask you to venture to Gasforth Near and ask Gullidir to return my breastplate to me. It has been long missing. When you have accomplished these tasks, return to me and we will depart. Alright, you could have probably taken care of the food yourself, but at least that one is right over here. Although, that elf has an absolutely unpronounceable name. Val enough. Still gonna... I'm not even gonna try. Ah, over here.
Three-eyed Melon, will you stay a moment?
Greetings, Marcellene. Laerdan's journey is not unknown to me. I have gathered many provisions, but I lack the fine clover honey I need to prepare limbas, the white bread of the elves. I am given to understand, however, that as an expert cook in the Shire, the land of the halflings, young Peregrine Took suggested I send someone to Mickle Delving to find this cook, but the journey is far and we are busy with many preparations. Perhaps you would undertake this task, journey to Mickle Delving in the Shire, far to the west of Rivendell, and purchase some fine clover honey, then return to me. Alright, so I need to go to Mickle Delving. Wait, that didn't advance. Yes, it did. Which makes me wonder if the other two quests are going to have a little side quest to them too. Alright, Nat Co-op at Tinadir. Well, we can go straight to Tinadir from here. So let's do that. I am clearly treading into some unfamiliar territory at this point, because I'm not even expecting half of what's going on here. So who am I talking to about a horse? Ah, the stable master, of course.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Well, now, Laerdan sends you to bring his horse back to him. That'll be a mite difficult. You see, he badly needs new shoes, and I haven't the materials to finish them. Without some dwarf steel cutlery molds, there's not much more I can do. I hear there's an expert metalsmith at Thorn's Hall, out in the Blue Mountains, way off the west, who might have some, but I can't leave. Perhaps you would make the journey to Thorn's Hall and purchase a few of the molds. I'm sure I could make it worth your while. Alright, so, the second one has us spending our own money to go get something. And I have one for gas worth near two, but that one would cool down an hour, so we'll hold off for the moment. Hellendome, Buckland. I think we're just going to take a stable.
What can I do for you?
We'll start with Mickle Delving. Amazing that bridge manages to look as good as it does, right? While so much of Tinadir crumbles. Fine clover honey. If I remember right, the crafting area is up here. Of course, if I was a cook, I could just go and pull 5 clover honey out of my bags, but let's follow the quest exactly. The expert cook is in Mickle Delving. Expert cook. That's an expert cook. Hello.
Good day.
I need fine clover honey, please, madame. I know small amounts of it. We need 5 of them. No, we don't want to buy a whole stack. By quantity. Alright, thank you. Now from here, we can go to Thorn's Hall. It's kind of a lighthearted quest for a very serious matter.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Oh, and hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. That is a relatively new Guardian, level 19. I hope they are having fun. Guardians may be slow to kill stuff, but if you build them right, they're practically unkillable. Now, who am I talking to here? Nat. Okay. Expert metalsmith. Now, I could have probably gone to the expert metalsmith anywhere, but like I said, we're following the quest exactly as it is written. I'm wondering if at one point you actually did have to follow this exactly. By the way, those appear to be very lovely stained glass windows. I'm guessing it's not actually glass. Probably some sort of rock or gem that has been inlaid to look like glass. Because I don't think there's much glass in Thorin's Hall. That was metalsmith. Might help if I turn that on for a minute. Supplies, provisioner, woodworker, jeweler, cook, and of course the forges. Expert metalsmith. We need dwarf steel cutlery molds.
What do you want?
Right here. So once again, we need 5 of them. Oh, thank you, sir. I love it. It says found dwarf steel cutlery molds. That wasn't quite what we wanted to do, but now that's done, and now we can go to Gasforthnear. I imagine Galadur's task will be not quite so simple. It won't just be a matter of, please go find this for me. Although the false king was but a link in the shackles that bind my people, I know now that one day the shackles of slavery shall be utterly broken forever. Mordorith has been defeated, but only for a time. Still, it is a reprieve.
Stay a moment.
Alas, I know not where Laerdan's breastplate may lie. I do not recall him wearing it when we came to Gasforthnear. There is one place you may look, but it is a terrible and dangerous place. When we first passed Ramas Dilawan, we took refuge at a place called Dolandoth in Imlad Balcorth. When the dead arose, we fled and left much behind. Perhaps Laerdan's breastplate was among those belongings. If you wish to search Dolandoth, you will find the entrance in Imlad Balcorth to the south and west of Mirkworth. But beware the dead. The quest is meant for a fellowship. If you choose to undertake the quest solo, you will receive an inspiration boost, but the challenge will be great. I kind of figured that his quest was not going to be as cut and dried as the others. But I did not expect it to take us out there. Now, fun fact, it is a good place to grind for reputation items. Oh, heaven's sake. Hold on. Oh, we need to go clean out bags. Alright, so our bags are empty, and looking at the Stable Master, it appears that we have no travel directly to where we need to go, and no slow travel's going to take us past it. So I'm thinking our best bet is to go to Gabble Chateau and ride back out that way. Should get us close enough for an easy ride. I'm thinking. Of course, that would be assuming I remember this right. Get on our own horse. We should stop in and say hi to the dwarves at Gabble Chateau, but nah. And I have to admit, the landscape in this part of Angmar the soundscape is nice. And yes, we will potentially aggro things here. So let's see how much of it we can avoid, shall we? Oh, and hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. That would be a Runekeeper. Yep. Nice. Runekeeper out here doing quests. Either directly doing the quest for O'Hare or on their way to Gasforth Near doing the stuff that we've been doing. Or they might be out here gathering what they need for their class quest. Could be a lot of possibilities. But yeah, like I said, the soundscape here is really nice. And relatively creepy. Surprisingly, the orcs are lower level. Lad the horse. So this is where we need to go. But we're going to head up to somewhere around here. There is a camp, small encampment of dwarves. And we're going to go visit them. And we're going to deal with getting swatted by a bunch of things on the way there. Honestly, I think I went the wrong way. Haha, I did go the wrong way, didn't I? Well, good to know we can still get lost here. I think we were supposed to go through that. Yeah, that spider's chasing me again. Okay, we're back in Inlad Valcour. Somewhere around here, there is an encampment of dwarves. There's also a bunch of undead, because of course there are. And we have Barghast and all sorts of other creepy, crawly things. Ah, I see the path up. Path I've been looking for. Right up here. Mirkworth. So, this is where we'll leave off. Next time we will go looking for Laerdan's breastplate, and perhaps we'll see if we can't help one or two of these dwarves while we're at it. Until then, bye for now.